Right now, tonight, while you're asleep, something in your home is stealing from you. And I'm not talking about a person. I'm talking about a device so small, so ordinary, so completely forgettable that you have probably never once questioned it. It's sitting in your wall right now. It's warm to the touch, and it is costing you money, silently degrading your home's safety, and in the worst cases, it has started fires. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, why it's dangerous, and what you need to do about it tonight. Not tomorrow. Tonight. Before we go any further, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button right now. I put out content that actually protects your home, your wallet, and your family. Real information, no fluff, no filler. And listen, drop a comment below and tell me, where are you watching this from? I want to know. Because this community is worldwide, and I want to see exactly where you're tuning in from. Type your city, your country, wherever you are. Let's go. Now, let's get into it. The device I'm talking about is your phone charger. That small white or black block plugged into your wall. The one you've left there every single night for years without thinking twice. I know what you're thinking. It's just a charger. What could it possibly do? And that is exactly the kind of thinking that has cost people thousands of dollars in damage. And in some cases, it has cost them their homes. Here's what most people do not understand. When your phone is not plugged into that charger, the charger itself is still active. It is still drawing electricity from your wall. This is called vampire power. And that name is perfect, because just like a vampire, it is quiet, it operates in the dark, and it is slowly draining the life out of something without you even knowing it's happening. Every second of every hour of every night, that charger is pulling a continuous stream of electricity. A phantom load, silent, invisible, expensive. Now, one charger by itself, you might say, come on, how much can it really cost? And you're right, a single drop of water doesn't flood a house, but a drip that runs every single night for 12 months, that adds up to a serious problem. And here's the thing, it is never just one device. It is your charger and your TV on standby and your microwave clock and your coffee maker keeping its heating element warm. All of them pulling power simultaneously. All of them every night, while you sleep, while you're completely unaware. But let me be clear with you. The money is not even the main issue here. The money is just the most visible consequence. There are 3 real threats hiding in this habit, and they are significantly more serious than your electricity bill. The first is fire. Overheating. This is not a scare tactic, this is documented reality. Chargers, especially lower quality off-brand units, generate heat when they're active. And when they are left plugged in for 8, 9, 10 hours in a wall socket with no airflow, that heat can build. There have been real families, real homes, where a charger left plugged in overnight became the origin point of a house fire. These weren't defective chargers, they weren't visibly broken, they looked completely normal. The risk is not obvious until it's already too late, and by then, you are dealing with something that cannot be undone. The second threat is power surges. The electricity grid feeding your home is not perfectly stable. Surges happen during storms, during grid fluctuations, at random. And every time a surge moves through your wiring, any device that is plugged in absorbs part of that shock. Over weeks and months, that repeated microdamage makes your charger less efficient and progressively more dangerous. You don't see it happening. The charger still looks fine. But internally, the damage is accumulating, and eventually something gives. The third threat is one that most people have never considered, and honestly, it surprises a lot of people when I bring it up: data. Certain modern smart chargers, the kind you might have used in hotels, airports, coffee shops, public spaces, have the capability to transfer data. There is a documented attack method called juice jacking, where a compromised charger can interface with your phone's data connection. The risk is relatively rare in a home environment, but here is the simple truth. By unplugging your charger every night, you physically eliminate that vector. You sever the connection entirely. The threat cannot exist if there is no connection. And it does not stop with your charger. Look around your home right now with new eyes. That little red standby light on your television, it is drawing power continuously, every hour of every day. The digital clock on your microwave, always on. Your coffee machine with the LCD display, warm and waiting. Your gaming console in rest mode, pulling significant power even when you're not touching it. Every single one of these devices is participating in the same vampire power cycle. And together, they are responsible for a substantial portion of your monthly electricity bill. There is one very important exception I want to be completely direct about: your Wi-Fi router. You can absolutely unplug it, but only if you have confirmed that nothing essential in your home depends on it. If you have smart security cameras, a monitored alarm system, or any smart home devices that require a constant connection, your router stays on. Be smart about this. This is about reducing risk, not creating new ones. Now, I know what some of you are already thinking. This sounds like a lot of work. I'm not going to walk around unplugging everything every single night. I hear you, and I'm going to give you the actual solution because the goal here is a system, not a chore. Option 1, a switched power strip. You plug your devices into it, and one single click cuts power to all of them simultaneously. No walking from outlet to outlet. One click, done. Option 2, a timer outlet. You set it once, and it automatically cuts power on whatever schedule you choose. Set it and forget it. Permanently automated. Option 3, and this is the most underrated approach, you attach it to an existing habit. You already brush your teeth before bed. You already lock the front door. You already set your alarm. You add one motion, click the power strip off. After about a week, it becomes as automatic as the other things you already do without thinking. The payoff for building this habit is real, and it is measurable. Studies on household energy usage consistently show that vampire power, all those phantom loads combined, can account for up to 10% of your annual electricity bill. 10%. That is potentially over a month of electricity that you're paying for and receiving absolutely nothing in return. Gone, just because devices are sitting plugged in while you sleep. Reclaiming that 10% is a concrete, tangible benefit that shows up on your bill. And that is before you even account for the reduced fire risk, the reduced wear on your devices, and the extended lifespan of the equipment you've already paid for. There is a mindset shift that happens when you start thinking about your home this way, when you stop treating plugged in as the default state, and start treating it as something that requires a reason. Because the truth is, most of our devices do not need to be connected to power around the clock. We just never questioned it. We inherited the habit from how we set up the room years ago and never revisited it. And this applies to every room in your home. Your bedroom, your kitchen, your living room, your home office. Every outlet is an opportunity to either be intentional or to let money and safety quietly erode in the background. Here is where I leave you. One question. Look around right now. Think about tonight. Which device are you going to start with? Your charger, your TV, your coffee maker? Pick one. Start there. Because home safety and financial intelligence are not built in one dramatic moment. They are built in decisions exactly like this one. Small, specific, and made tonight.